What's good, Stopde Nation? It is Stopde here, and with full team... What's good, Stopde Nation? It is Stopde here. That sounds a little bit better. And the full team of the season, that was also a little bit... Well, that's kind of right. The full... Our first full team of the season team is going to go down today in this one. So we got a full squad team of the season players. We finished off all of the elite players in this community section, so we've been grinding through these events. We opened up the bundles, like I think two of the bundles you saw in the previous video, and the rank packs, or the whatever those packs are called, the chain packs that we got the rest of the players in as well. So we're moving through this pretty nicely, but now is where it gets very, very pricey. This Chiellini card is going to take 100 more points for us, so that's the last sort of center back card we need to have it. Now, the one thing that was very interesting we're going to notice is there's one card. We have a formation that has everybody except for one position. There's no right mid player card in this one. So you have a left mid card. We have this left mid card over here in Lamar, but we don't have a right mid. We have an extra center mid with Hamzik there, and then so that's what's really interesting about that one, is you can't complete any formation fully with this community team this season one. Everybody in position. So we got a couple out of position players, but it's going to look very nice. This Chiellini card is the last defender. We really need to fill out our defensive core to try and finish that one off, but that's going to take a few more packs, I think, to open up in that one, but that's kind of the goal towards the end. So we're going to first, before we go into this putting the team together, we're going to look at some sort of you know, tips, tricks, just things so that you kind of have an idea, and some of our ideas behind what some of these things might mean. The first one, looking at this, the team of the season voucher. So it's going down here and looking. So the first one, you go in here, you put your team of the season, 3 of them in, and you get 1 community point, and that's what we use to go along that path towards getting those different starter players, and then you get players from the EFL to get for this community team of the season. So what I'm kind of feeling is going to happen is that these points that we're collecting, these vouchers, I'm guessing that these vouchers, since we have it for here, should hopefully be the same for each of the subsequent weeks that are coming up. And so if that's the case, maybe it's a good idea to sort of save them. The one thing to look at too, this doesn't expire, so it can't really hurt to save up some of your tournament vouchers. So before you start going and spending all your tournament vouchers, I would suggest maybe like hang on to them at least for this first week till we know what's happening, because we all remember what happened last season. You know, you actually lucked out the longer you stayed with the things because of those elite team of the season, whatever they were, the elite team of the season points that you had last season, and if you hung on to them, you could actually complete a lot more players. So I'm thinking that hang on to these vouchers for the first little while. That's gonna be your best bet to success with this one, and then go ahead towards the end, or at least till we know what's happening next week with the other ones, before you start actually trading them in to try and get yourself these cards. Because while, you know, it'd be sweet to try and pull these cards, we opened up maybe 40 of them. We got 1 elite pull out of them, so there's not like the highest drop rate of players, so it's mainly the community points that you're going for in there. But if it comes up next week and the next team of the season league that drops happens to be, you know, a league that you want, or happens to be a players, having those tournament points is going to be the best thing to have saved up in that case. So lots of things, especially you can go and read, you can see all like the breakdowns fully of all the points you need. But basically, you know, if you do all of these things every 8 hours, you get 3, hold on, I gotta go back here. Okay, 3 tournament team of the season vouchers, so 4 team of the season vouchers for there, another 2, so 6 team of the season vouchers, and then you can watch the ad for 1 team of the season voucher that happens, and all of these happen every 8 hours. So basically, you can get yourself almost 3 of the community points that you can go through there. And then if we're going on to here, you can pretty much get to, I think what was our first one? 1, 2. Alright, so about 22 points to get in there to get your first one. So it'll take a few days to do it, a few of those 8-hour ones. If every one, you're getting about 3 or 4 of them. But that's not bad for your first master. And remember, if you save up, like the other ones are kind of saving up with that as well. So my suggestion definitely is to save up these players, keeping them, keep those tournament points until at least we know what's happening next week. Because you're not going to miss out on this one, you know, because it's still available for 38 days. You can still do this next week if you wanted to. But if this happens to be something that follows the same suit in those tournament points, you're not going to want to have wasted them. So spend this first week building them up, grind them, and everything like that. We're going to show you a bunch of the players we got. The card art at 100 overall looked ridiculous. The rank card art, if you've gone and seen that on Futhead or on the FIFA render site, those look absolutely brilliant. absolutely brilliant at 100 with the rank. Like it's like one of the nice cards I think I've seen in this game. But basically, that's what we got going on here. We see all of these are going to be revealed throughout it, and the ultimate team of the season, you can see that that's all the way here at the end. In 35 days it's going to unlock, so it's going to be a big event. We got 35 days, basically 28 days of going through this every 8 hours, so 8, 16, 24, 3 times a day. You can get yourself about 3 points. So if we do that, do some quick math, you can get a lot, like a couple hundred points basically that you can go through. So you probably could have your choice of almost any team of the season player that you want to put on the team by the end of this one if you're saving up and doing it properly. So biggest thing, and I'm going to say this again, save your tournament points at least until next weekend. Save the team of the season vouchers, save those things until you know what you want to do with them, everything like that. Now the tournament is also another way that you can get more of these points. There's a squad builder mystery player that's in each one as well, but you can see here we can get tournament vouchers for 8 wins, team of the season community points for 15 wins, so that can also help kind of build you towards that as well and help to build that up. Now the SBC, if you go into the community one, into the week 1 that we have here, if we go all the way over, the mystery team of the season player, that's going to be available on May 1st for this one, so it's going to lock in 4 days. Who knows? Hopefully it'll be one that is pretty easily completable, but I guess we'll find out what that's going to look like there. So the big things, save your tournament vouchers or your team of the season vouchers for now until we at least know what to do with them. Go and play those SBCs, go and do the tournament when that comes into play. That's going to be your best way to do it. And of course, come back and do it every 8 hours to make sure you're getting it. You can grind through this this refreshable event. It's a 10-time limit on it though, which is interesting, and maybe I feel like I should actually do this live event here and see, because I wonder if that means the drop rate of it will maybe be a little bit better. You do have only a chance, but the fact that it's limited means that maybe we will get a better drop rate of the team of the season vouchers on this one. So if we go into here, let's see, pack number 1. I'm interested though, if you've done this event on the repeat, how many of you actually gotten vouchers for? Our first one does not get us a voucher there, so I don't know. We didn't get it on the first time, but I'm interested to know if you did all 10, how many of those 10 did you get the vouchers on? So let's go into our team though. Let's bring this together. We got a couple players already in there. Gomez is in there. Definitely want that Giovinco card. Not quite at getting that card yet, but we do have Jamie Vardy. That is a very nice looking card. 103 sprint, 111 acceleration. The only downside of this, he is one like overall short of being able to do the rainbow, which is unfortunate. We got Courtois. We pulled him 3 times in the packs, and he is going to be our goalkeeper. Pretty decent stats right there. Obviously that Oblak card, the starter, is the one we want to put on the team. Once we get that full starter team, it's going to look beautiful. That'll be the goal by the end. Definitely get a full starter team, because if you do, you get a trophy as well. There's an achievement for that, but we're quite a few FIFA points short of actually finishing that off, but we have finished off all the elite ones. So if we go in here, we got Lamar. So 64. So what did he have so low stats for? It's because it was his marking and tackling. But we got 102 sprint, 93 acceleration, 105 ball control, 106 dribbling. I'm assuming, like, love that card art. It looks really, like, I don't know, very fresh. One of my favorite cards definitely so far here. So Javi Martinez in the next one, our first central defensive midfield player. And then obviously we already have this card in this position. 100 awareness, 100 reactions, marking, tackling, pretty decent for a central mid card. Decent, can do the rainbow flick, decent like distance shot power, everything like that. I didn't actually look at Martinez's stats. 108 tackling, 106 marking. This may be a player that we end up putting into our central defensive midfield position in the end. Quite a strong card right there as we go into our final one of on the other side here. So we have Firmino here on the other side as our second central defensive midfield player. Again, I forgot to look at the stats. 108 tackling, 86 marking, 103 aggression, decent speed as well in there. And then onto the right mid. This is one of those spots that we don't have enough we don't have anybody in this position. This is the one spot where we don't have anybody, so we kind of just have to go through and put somebody else in here. So we'll put on the filter for the program, so we can pick someone else to put in here. Now, there is 2 different ones going on right now, so I feel like we'll put Bender in that position. Why not? We'll put that card in there. Central defensive midfield, got some good defending stats, actually. 89 overall. Then on to our center backs. Our first one, the PK, the pull that we ended up getting. Unfortunately, I didn't realize at the time he's actually the closest one that you can finish. So I would have probably definitely preferred like a Chiellini pull or something like that, but still a pretty decent one out of there. Actually, sorry, the second the first master one. You can also get other center backs before him, as we see here with Stopde here, as 107 tackling. So decent stats. Again, nothing too crazy in the overall of there, but a very nice looking card indeed. And we go on to our final one. So this one, we ended up going, we had a couple choices. We could put some keepers in here. We had some EFL players as well, but we're going to go with this Robertson card. First of all, a very nice looking card. It's basically going to be our placeholder until we get that Chiellini card to finish off that defensive core. I really want to get that because this team will look so sick when that happens. The full team of starters. We're working towards it. It's the road to the full starters, but we're not quite there yet on this one. We are 4 short from finishing all of those right there, but that's going to probably cost us maybe like another like 100,000 FIFA cash, which we do not have at the moment. So we'll see what happens anyway. So let's go in. Let's do some gameplay with it. We haven't done the team of the season versus attack match for this one, so we're gonna go in and do that here. Alright, so if we go into our first match here, it's back to that whole, it's supposed to be similar overall ranking when you're playing against people. At least that's what I've been seeing the first few. 98, 97, so right there, perfect lineup of overall in this one. So we're gonna go into here, we're gonna see how this team plays for us. Definitely fun for when we're doing theme teams, having this ability to kind of get similar overalls, and kind of a nice change too, I feel like, from the verse attack, just going through and having that extra. Lamar first up. Nice first goal right there. 1-0 early on in this match. Alright, Benders, show that you mean to be on the starting squad here. He gets past him and then he gets stopped there. One too many moves there. Probably should have shot it a little bit sooner. As we go in, Jamie Vardy puts it up and he chips it over the keeper and it's in. Vardy with the second goal for us. As we go in, Vardy's trying to try it again from further out. He's at the top of the box. A strike off the defender. So we're going to get to test out the corner ability right now as Robertson, he goes for the header. The ball somehow pops up. And it's not going to go to where we want it to go. That was a very interesting finish to that one as Vardy's going to come in again. He gets past him. He doesn't have the greatest speed. It's interesting because he had pretty high speed, but his speed, I feel like, doesn't feel as fast as I would like it to. And maybe part of that is because he doesn't have the rainbow flick to kind of deal with some of these situations where, like, his speed is not quite enough. As we go in, Gomez, nice. Oh, can't get there and can't get off in time, but we're still up in this one as Gomez is coming in again. All right, here we go. Nice rainbow flick to get into the right position. Save from the keeper, but the second effort goes in. A beautiful second effort right there. Bender into the middle. Vardy, just what a beautifully placed pass, and he doesn't get it off in time. That was an unfortunate end to that one, but we do get to see Lamar's free kick, and it was very well placed, but not well placed enough. What a save from their keeper there. So there's the first match. We'll go do one more, see how we do in the second match. Oh, we can't play again. Alright, we're not doing a second match, I guess, because we can only play that one, but we will go in, we'll open up one of these community point packs, see if we can get the some good pulls out of here. We got 1 community point out of that pack, so 16 in total. We do have the community events that we can go through. I think, actually, I have enough to do this. Yeah, we do have enough, so we can go through and we can actually finish off, get ourselves an elite player out of this one. So we'll skip through this part. I don't really know. Oh, that was bad. That was bad. All right, we got it. We got to show that we can redeem that. Gomez, nice rainbow flick there. He's going to beast his way past. Puts it in top shelf right there. So we're going to go through this one, and then we'll come back to open up that elite card pull. We go the penalties with the bonus target. I actually really like this live event. You have a chance to get like double, but it's like it could get you a miss if you go for it as well. That's a pretty good spot for it right there, though, as we easily put it in. So 2 shots, 2 goals there. I like that a lot more, I feel like, than the regular penalty shot one where you just have to kind of score goals. But anyways, we're going to see who we get as our elite player here. It is going to be, oh, Robertson. All right, so we pulled the player. We already have him, but not a bad addition to the team right there as we go win. I think he goes for about 300,000 anyway, so we could get a little bit from him in any event as we go through. So we got 6. Yeah, getting close. Okay, we're getting closer to that Chiellini card, but this is going to be the big stretch at the end. 20 for that, 20 for the one above, and 20 for the Chiellini card. So 60 points just from those 3 right there. But anyways, thank you for checking this out. Thank you for stopping by. It is Team of the Season time, and it has been a pleasure as always. Stopde out.